Pedro from A&P-REACTS. I'm here with a man that needs no introduction. Having said that, we're still going to give him an introduction. This is Chris Bowes, the main man, the lead pirate of Alestorm. How are you doing today?
Good. How's it going, buddy?
Great. You guys brought the winter with you to Canada.
Yeah, it was nice for the first few days. We were off on the East Coast, and I was like, oh, it's not so bad. We heard it was going to be dreadful in Canada. And then it's starting to suck, and next couple of days is going to really suck. We're driving to Winnipeg soon, and it's -12 at the best part of the day there. So, wow, yeah, fun.
Yeah, everybody knows pirates are good with water, but in Canada at this time of the year, water turns into ice. So, did you guys bring skates?
No, we don't even have snow chains on our tires. I think we might die. There's a good chance we will die this week.
Wow, things are not looking promising. I have to start by asking you, why an all-Canadian tour? It's not very common.
Well, usually us and most bands, would say, hey, we're doing a North American tour, and it's, one show in Toronto, one show in Montreal, maybe a show in Vancouver if you're lucky. And then you get all these dorks on Facebook saying, oh, that's not a North American tour because you're not coming to Alberta or Nova Scotia. People always do that. Like, right, fine. This time we're going to come to all your stupid cities. We're going to do just Canada. We're going to do the whole thing, keep it pretty comprehensive. And, so people better put their money where their mouth is and come out to the damn shows.
On this tour, since you're doing all of Canada, you're playing at perhaps some smaller venues compared to where you've played before when you've played here. Does that impact the way the show, the production of the show?
No, if anything, we've brought a bigger production than we had before. We have this giant inflatable duck on stage, that's like our main thing. And it's got bigger over the years. It's a really big duck. And I think tomorrow night is going to be the first challenge. We're in London. And the venue there is apparently very small, and we'll see how our giant duck fits on that stage. It's going to be a bit of a squeeze, but we'll try our best to, put on the best show we can everywhere we go.
Is this the reverse Spinal Tap with this duck?
It's a reverse Spinal Tap. We ordered this duck, we thought, I'll get a duck about maybe 2.5 meters tall-ish, and then they send them, and they're like, they're about 3 meters tall, and they weigh 30 kilograms each. They're just huge. They're just colossal beasties.
Any chance of these ducks being thrown into the crowd, or they're that big that it's actually a danger to throw them into the crowd?
Yeah, I think someone would die.
Wow, that big, eh?
Yeah, they're hefty boys. They're big, hefty boys. Also, we don't have many of them because we ran out of the old ducks, so we sort of learned our lesson that we can't just keep throwing them into the audience. These are very precious ducks.
You guys played in Toronto not too long ago. You're playing
in Toronto last night.
I was going to say
both nights. Yeah.
You guys are playing back-to-back nights in Toronto. Is Toronto a home away from home for you guys?
I mean, it's a good place for us. We really didn't want to do 2 shows, but the venue we wanted to get into was already booked. So we can't just play to less people. That's weird. So we thought, why not do 2 nights and play to more people? And we've never done this before, so it's quite exciting. We're gonna mix up the set a little bit, but it's still gonna be a classic Hailstorm show for us, I think.
My next question was about the set. Considering you've played 2 shows in Toronto, consider that you played in Toronto with Gloryhammer not too long ago.
It was over a year ago. It was over. Yeah, it's
So you don't think fans will remember what the set was at that time?
See, I don't think people care what we play. We often get these people saying, "Oh, we play this obscure song." Then we go, "Really? You really want us to play this?" And then we play it, and then they go, "Oh, it turns out I didn't want to hear that song. I just wanted to hear the hits." So so we do. We give people what they want.
You guys are crowd pleasers.
That's what we're here for. To have fun.
I'm kind of surprised that you guys decided to come on this tour and not bring a plate of beans.
Well, beans. The Canada's not ready for beans yet. It's too advanced for this place.
We have poutine though.
Oh, it's nothing on beans, mate. Beans is the greatest band of all time.
You guys, speaking of beans, you guys played at Wacken this year. How was the show there?
That was absolutely insane. Because none of the rest of the guys in the band had ever played Wacken before, so they're like, "Oh, let's do this," and they were all there just playing on this little stage, and the audience was huge. There was actually some people had this inflatable boat they were carrying above the crowd, and it tipped over, and the whole thing was full of beans, and just covered the crowd in beans, and there was this pile of beans on the ground, and there's all these people dancing around it, worshipping the beans. It was the weirdest show I've ever played. It was great.
And coming from you, that's saying a lot. I'm sure you've played some weird shows.
We do go to some strange places, and very odd things happen, but we've never had a boat full of beans being dumped on the crowd before. That's for sure.
For Alestorm, what's perhaps the weirdest place that you guys ever played at?
We've we've played in some crazy countries you'd never expect. Like we've done most of South America. We've done we did South Africa recently. We did Japan. We do a lot of stuff in Australia and New Zealand. We go all over. I'm trying to what counts as weird. Like, is some places are just really, it's a very low budget kind of venue. We played in Italy recently. You wouldn't think Italy's awful, but like the stage had holes in it, and we had to like get our crew to patch up these holes in the stage. It was kind of awful, but we got through it. We always find a way to make the show work.
As we're getting close to 2020, any plans for a new record for Alestorm?
There is indeed plans. We're gonna hit the studio in January. I've already finished writing the album. I actually finished writing it just before we came on this tour. Got it all polished off. So in January we'll record that. We're gonna go to Thailand to record it because it's warm there and we hate the cold. So that's why we're touring Canada in winter. And then be out by next summer sometime, but then do the whole silly cycle all over again.
One last question for you. I don't want to take too much of your time tonight. Hypothetically speaking, if there was a battle between space unicorns and pirates, who you think would win?
I don't know. Like, put my bets on a good unicorn. They're more pointy,
Yeah, they're kind of like horny horses.
Very horny, very erotic horses.
Chris, thank you very much for your time. Best of luck with the rest of the tour.
You're very welcome. Thank you. Cheers.